Actually, my phone's on.
Where you want me to look?
In the camera.
Okay.
So, in your best words.
Oh boy.
Optic going to be coming up, and I mean, this has been a little bit of a struggle for him. This has been a tough ride for a team that still isn't very secured in kind of what they're looking for. But at the moment, I mean, they seem like they still have some ideas. They still have some coordination. It's just there's just something missing.
It's the final touch, right?
Yeah.
It's that final polish that you need to work out, and that's obviously I think that's going to be a remaining problem for them, leading all of out through the major cycle really for them because I don't know. They haven't seemed to really have any sort of evolution from the point where they picked up Jason R. They're still very much the kind of the same discombobulated team that still makes the same mistakes over and over again. So I'm not sure how much effort they've actually put into actually working out those kinks. And if you're not going to do that, then
this is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
So we went to ESL Pro League in Dallas, and we ended up going out in group stages. We always start really slow the first day, even though we ended up 1-1. Losing against Liquid and winning against NRG. The next day we played much better, and we lost 16-14 against North. It was a pretty close game. I think I missed bot on the 14th round, and I bought an AWP when a teammate already bought one for me, and we double up and we lost a crucial round because of that. And that was bad. Like always, we always start really slow and then we play much better. I think we should have went to playoffs, but we did our best and we improved a lot during the tournament.
We ended up coming 7th, 8th. Nonetheless, the team morale is very good. I talked to Mixwell and they said the mentality is getting better with the entire team as a whole. But you know, we're a little bit still stuck in this limbo area where, you know, how do we reshape the team to what it was?
While we were in Dallas, Jason R was talking to James Hayes, and he told James that he felt like he wanted to stop playing professional because he thinks that he will never be a permanent player in Optic. He doesn't feel like he's good enough for us, and he wants to keep his streaming career because he makes a lot of money doing that, and it's a safe bet for him in the future. And he thinks that this month it would be too much for his brand and his streaming to be away from home more than 30 days playing all these tournaments when he thinks that he will not be a permanent player, and it's really risky for him. So he told Haste that he wanted to leave, but he didn't tell us because we had a game against Energy Online to qualify for ECS in London, and he wanted to play online first without us knowing. And after winning against Energy and qualifying for ECS, he told us that he wanted to leave and do what I said before. So the next upcoming tournaments we'll be playing with Haze as a player, and Jason R will be a full-time streamer and he will not play in a professional team. At least all the team thought that it made sense. It made sense because, like I said, he's a really good streamer. His YouTube can grow if he works a little bit more, and it's a really good plan for the future. And it was a challenge for him, but I thought that he was getting better, honestly. I thought that playing with him and having Hayes as a coach is a better option, but I understand completely what he did, and everyone understood, and no one was hard on him or anything. So good luck to Jason, and we will do our best to play with Haste. He's a really good player too, so it's not the end of the world.
explosive is going to grab it. Dispenser is going to fall down. Oh, Icy turns it. Gomez finds a kill as well. Oh, through the knee. I mean, look at that. Like, what a shark. You just can't beat it. You can't allow Up to Gaming to get that setup. If Up to Gaming get that setup, you're not winning rounds. Fucking go, baby. You know what a Zerg thing needed to get, but it doesn't even matter. United won't even make it to their home hill. Optic Gaming closing out map number 1. They got a little push.
Icy came into that match really fired up, and I'm pretty sure the 4 of us could have played as worse as we possibly could have, and we still would have won that match simply just because of Icy.
Going to United match, I knew that like Icy's gonna be firing all cylinders because when he's mad, he plays a lot better.
When you saw United versus Optic Gaming like up on the screen, it was almost like a silence. Like it just had the weirdest vibe. Like everybody knew to watch that game. In the past, I've always been very vocal when I'm playing, and like going into that match, I knew that I was gonna like turn to a psychopath, like just scream every single round. Gilbert is the same way. My team always has my back. They like, especially after that, going into that game, they knew that like I was gonna be crazy, and for the most part, I was like the only one like really like screaming. I took everything that I had and put it into that game.
The green wall standing there and not able to break through. Icy picks up 2. Optic Gaming want to put themselves a match point as Icy just flies straight at him, and he's on his feet again. Oh, these boys are savages.
I'm on my way to go see the Warriors game, but listen, in Paris, I mean, you guys already know, God plays. He swung on Nunez. They're in Vegas right now, and apparently there's a beef between God Plays and Red Icy. Red Icy was looking at demo. God Plays came from the side, hit Icy in the face, knocked out his tooth. Yo, this gotta stop.
Baby.
Zoe was sitting and sleeping outside your door waiting for you to let her in.
The way they're breaking ice on you is stupid. Like, it's like in flight. I got big records go rolling.
It doesn't make sense to me when people talk about the best players in the game and he's not. Like,
he's always in the conversation.
I know, but like nobody. When he was on United, people talked about him a lot, like a lot.
It happens when you have 5 superstars. What do you want? It does.
I don't know. I feel like Ice is better.
But right, he either has a pendulum where time slows down, or the animation gets or the animation. I don't know what he does. He literally his timing is perfect. His gun shoots quicker than
I don't know. It's the same thing with Kenny. Like how Kenny Mitchell is at people, and like I said this before I teamed him, but like Kenny Mitchell is more than anyone I've ever seen, and kills people with it. Like his timing, like of how he does things,
he figured
weird.
Yeah, when he figured out, he showed me how to do a roll cancel on it. I was like, what the fuck is this, Kenny? And he's like, oh, he's like, you do this. I was like, Jesus Christ.
And like you like I don't know. He always catches people like at the best time.
The 3-piece he got was insane, and then he 1v2'd.
Yeah, it's really
every time.
I remember the first time I teamed with him. I was like,
you're pretty fucking nice.
Okay. I've never felt like I had to do less ever in my life. Like I feel like
everyone can kill people.
You
literally front slay and you don't have to worry about who's behind you.
If I die and it's like a 1-on-4, anyone on my team can 1v6, and that's how I feel. Like the round's never over. That's what I love about it.
Fucking nuts.
We've already technically seen this game happen once, right? It was in pool play, and as you said, Ghost took a map off Optic Gaming, something that no team has done through the entire circuit.
This is Championship Sunday. We are live on the Gears Pro Circuit on the main stage for the Winners Bracket Finals. Coming out on the red side, ever since Atlantic City, they are on a roll. 11 2Ks in a row, 2 events 2nd Pro Circuits in a row, and they're seeking their 3rd. It's the #1 ranked Gears team in the world, Optic Gaming!
Winners bracket final. This was map #1. Icy's gonna get his hands on sniper rifle. It's gonna be explosive, doing damage over at the B Hill. Ghost, they're gonna have to back out of this fight. All 5 players go down. Optic Gaming making a statement here in round number 4. It's gonna be explosive with the double. That's Keem and Speedy that both fall. Explosive looking for more, making a triple kill for him over at the E Hill. But that is a fantastic stop for Optic Gaming. Oh my God, you blink and you miss it. All 5 players from Ghost go down. Just when you thought Ghost maybe had it in him to make a comeback, Optic is like...
In that Ghost Gaming match, we played them in pools on Friday, and they actually gave us like a really, they gave us a challenge. We actually almost lost in pools. So going into that match, we knew that they were gonna like come out swinging because they had just been envious before they played us. So we knew that they were feeling really confident. We had to set the tone early, win our gunfights, slow the game down, and you know, the rest was history.
Can here, you know, so this, oh my God, are you no, oh, he's about to go again. Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it to him, don't you do it to him. Explosive, he's on the hill, Trip Cap's gonna come through. It's Explosive versus Speedy. Speedy falls. Oh my days. Championship Sunday, Optic Gaming is a force. Someone's gonna fly you, he finds the kill.
Call that man Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Explosive though, hits the flank, and of course Explosive finds another double. Oh my God, man. Just keep the camera on Explosive.
Hold on, full red, and he's head downing into the fight.
Just keep the camera on it, man. I just want to watch Explosive. Literally.
That's what you need out of Ghost Gaming. But Explosives, 1v1 fight. Oh, gonna hold that shot, making sure he pick up that kill.
I'm gonna be honest right now. Oh. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I will bet my life savings on Explosive winning 1v2s, 1v3s. He's playing that down right now.
But my thing is, I feel like Bullet's like, he has an extra force field or something because like, even when,
oh my God, Explosive at that point just started up, taking, he literally just stood up and took a foul. He literally mid-game stood up and took a foul to the crowd. Explosive has lit up Championship Sunday.
They're gonna be 10 points away from winning this map and going to the grand finals right here. I don't think Ghost Gaming can stop it. No, they cannot, and Optic Gaming will progress.
Bow down before that young man. Explosive quite literally lit up the main stage. An unreal performance from him. Big smile on his face, rightfully so.
He said, I'm Big Daddy. Heard.
Oh, he definitely Big Daddy up on that map, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're on some warrior shit. That should have been even briefer. The map should have been even briefer. You were balls deep. I was kind of like celebrating like.
What? Why does he have that?
Hey,
Toy. That light's brighter than the future.
Wait, what?
That light's brighter than your future.
I thought you said my picture. How does that even make sense?
Can we get, who would be your...
You should have Billy do it.
Who?
Billy.
Billy?
Who hasn't done one?
Have to do it again. Say mental since you weren't up here. You're the last one on stage. You got stuck with the pregame. What? I say we do Ashton versus Ryan. They don't like us. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
like a piggyback ride?
Yeah, my piggyback.
I'll pick first. So we're gonna come out, wait about 5 seconds, and then we're gonna send everybody through about 5 seconds apart. I'll be back here. I'll cue you to go out.
How much do you weigh? Whoever the last guy is, like just follow Ryan.
We go first. Have some energy too.
Oh yeah.
We go first, right?
Yeah, we did.
Can I? How much do you weigh?
Right, you're not carrying.
Why? I'm not carrying you like a baby. I'm actually like on my back.
That's worse.
Why is that worse?
Bust my head open.
You're not gonna bust your head open? I take one step, fall backwards.
Fall off the main stage.
I misstep up at the front, just go over them.
Come on, Carl.
Right.
My hand is.
You should be ahead of me. You're in the back. You gotta do an interview. Unlucky.
Whatever.
His gum loses its flavor like 10 minutes in.
I'm sure I mine.
Alright, give me 3 tears.
I think I'm the only one that.
Right. You're the only one not in a jacket.
I wasn't gonna wear it, but it's actually really cool. I had a long time and everything. Told you.
I'm gonna put it on between maps if I get too cold.
I swear it's colder today because like none of the Xboxes are on there. Right, the open bracket.
That's completely possibly true.
Huh?
It's completely possibly true.
Yeah, I'll pick them out first. Remember, about 5 seconds apart or so. I'll cue you. I'll cue you. What? Hello? Just him, right? Yeah, just him. Go.
A little bit there to his home. Was expecting the push to come through, and finally that push is coming through. Icy is going to be the first line of defense. Fran's going to fall. Now surely Icy picks up the double. He does. Nicely done. Elsewhere on the map, Toy goes down. Praise goes down. The floodgate open and Optic Gaming smell blood.
He's just gonna bully ribs. And that's exactly what he did there at the B-Hill. He capped up, grabbed those incense, and now he's already rotated and got map control for his team.
Oh, the C-Hill will be broken. Toy with a team kill though on Praise, and that may cost him because Mental wins the 1v1. Trip cap domination inbound. Optic Gaming 5-1 up. 6 seconds to get across Summons. Finds Ribs as well. Can anyone touch the FL for Team Envious? Or will Optic Gaming be going 1-0 up? It's in the hands of Toy Soldier. He goes down. Praise is going to be able to get there. And Optic Gaming go 1 map up in our grand final.
Grand finals, Foundation, which was the first map, was rather easy. I think we went up 5-0, 5-1 or something. We were just winning initials and we were actually rotating around the map pretty well. Everything that they were doing, we were like prepared for.
Right before Grand Finals, we were watching them play Ghost Gaming, and they were like really sloppy. And so when we saw that, we knew that we had already won the event. But we closed out the map, and then the second map was like ridiculously easy. It was like I honestly like I don't know what like team we were playing right there. That wasn't Envy.
Icy and Explosives just working together so well. They're hitting those shots. Trip Cap E-Hill being decapped here. Toy has to win this fight against Summons. He has to touch the hill. Toy Soldier goes down, and that's what is going to happen.
A convincing win. A 7-1 destruction of the boys in blue. And Optic Gaming will be your Gears Pro Circuit Las Vegas Open champions. Another major championship for this one.
After we won though, it was like, I don't know, everybody's like happy, but like to me, I'm like I said, I'm more happy like that I beat United. God blazing them, so I don't know. Envy honestly sucks. Like that's just me being honest with you. Like everyone, literally everyone fucking sucks.
Number 9. Adwade ghosting scandal. Team Phoenix Fire was playing a Stevo match against Area 51 when Adwade suddenly and unexpectedly joined spectators and started ghosting. It seems that Adwait may have joined spectators by accident, as it's supposed to be impossible for a player to join spectators at all while playing a CEVO match.
Go towards A, they're going towards A.
Stop ghosting! Why are you ghosting? What is wrong with you? You're so ridiculous.
I'm hopping. They're already up mid, man. Cool. Yeah.
But he may have had a keybind for joining spectators, and he may have either accidentally or intentionally pressed it at the start of the round. But the main issue is not just that he rejoined as a spectator, but that he was ghosting by giving unfair information to his team. He can clearly be heard telling his teammates the location of the players on the other team. We don't know for sure whether Adwait joined spectators by accident or on purpose, but either way a lot of people consider the ghosting to be pretty BM, while others believe he may have expected the round to be replayed, and so he didn't take the round seriously and was just joking around. But it didn't end there. Phoenix Fire wanted to matchmake the round and have it replayed, but Area 51 didn't agree, and the admins refused to restart the round. There was then a lot of trash talking from both teams, including from Adwait, which likely contributed to the result of this incident, which was that he received a 2-hour ban from CEVO for unsportsmanlike conduct and was then released from Phoenix Fire's roster. Number 8. Pro Player Overwatch Bans. On June 7th, 2015, Scream's Smurf account was Overwatch banned. Scream is a popular top CSGO pro, so many people were quick to say that this was proof of the flaws in the Overwatch system, while others asked another question: what if he was cheating? This was his secondary account after all. Isn't it possible that he was cheating on it? Why did he even have a second account if not to use for cheating with less risk? Why wasn't his main account banned? Well, these arguments aside, Overwatch works like this. Players report other players who they suspect of cheating or griefing in game, and once a player has been reported a certain number of times within a certain time period, a POV replay of their gameplay goes into the Overwatch system, where qualified and experienced members of the community can watch the POV replay and vote on whether they think the suspect was aim hacking, wall hacking, other hacking, or griefing. If investigators collectively agree that an offense has occurred, a ban will be issued for a duration determined by the severity of the offense and the suspect's history. So was Scream cheating? Probably not.
Oh my god!
Although that was pretty weird.
What the fuck was that?
Other pro players have also been banned by Overwatch, including Shroud, who was banned on his alt account in 2013, Roka, who was banned on his main account in 2013, and Xantares of Team Space Soldiers, who was Overwatch banned on his main account quite recently on September 21st, 2015. And all of these players had their bans reversed quickly by Valve. Critics of Overwatch argue that lower skilled players should not be able to participate in Overwatch because they can't recognize true skill, and many believe that Overwatch is dangerous because people might be banned just for having a really good game. And that while it may be easy for well-known professional players to appeal an unfair Overwatch ban, any unknown player who was unfairly banned would find it very difficult to appeal their ban. This seems not to be the case though, with people regularly reporting that they were unfairly banned by Overwatch, sent a ticket to Steam support, and were unbanned within a few days after their case was reviewed. So what do you think? Were these 4 pros cheating? My guess is probably not. But keep in mind that there will always be cheaters, whether Overwatch banned, VAC banned, or both, who will deny it until the end of time.
The bomb is on the ground.
Number 7. Frankie B-Hop accusations. On June 20th, 2015, Frankie on PC and 1080p released a video
And I learned how to bunny hop. Have you seen this?
where he shows himself B-hopping and says that it's something that he's learned how to do.
I learned how to do this.
People started posting on various forums and discussing whether they thought this was legit B-hopping or whether he was using some kind of B-hop scripts. On June 29th, 2015, after being asked for his opinion by fans,
saying that I've been watching Frankie for 2013, he cheated on Arma 2, and now he cheats CS.
Laundress uploaded a video giving his opinion, and although this video was transformative and not just a re-upload of the original video, within 24 hours his video had been taken down because of a manual DMCA claim by Frankie on PC in 1080p.
He was probably scripting.
After seeing that his video had been removed following the DMCA claim by Frankie, Laundress made this post on Twitter. and a couple of days later, he uploaded a video explaining what had happened.
Some gameplay footage from Frankie on PC in 1080 is no longer on my channel. There's been a copyright strike claim against it.
He showed that Frankie sent him a message saying that he didn't know who had issued the DMCA takedown claim, and then he also showed that the claimant was in fact Frankie on PC in 1080p, and that the takedown request was manual, not automatic.
He did it himself. He took my video down by himself, and then pretended to not know how it went down, so he lied about it, because he knows it's flagrant abuse.
I'm not a fan of the whole D-Hop thing, but Launders is a pretty handsome guy, and learning about this situation made me a fan of Launders. Number 6. Cloud9 Adderall controversy. In an interview with Launders published on July 12, 2015, Semphis, who was a member of Cloud9 when they competed in ESL Katowice 2015, said that he and other players on Cloud9 were on Adderall when competing in that tournament.
I don't even care. We were all on Adderall. Like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, it was pretty obvious. Like, if you listen to the comms, like.
So what are we gonna do? We're just gonna go.
Just
I'm
flash.
gonna go. I don't want to just die because we're confused.
No. Just flash for me. Flash for me.
I have no flash.
I'm flashing for you.
Adderall is considered to be a performance-enhancing drug, so taking it without a prescription when competing in a competition is unfair. On July 23, 2015, ESL announced that it would develop and introduce an anti-doping policy with support from the National Anti-Doping Agency of Germany and the World Anti-Doping Agency of Canada. Cloud9 released a statement the next day stating that they do not condone the use of illegal performance-enhancing drugs and support the efforts of ESL and other tournaments. ESL's anti-doping policy was announced in early August 2015, stating that randomized tests may be performed at any time during tournament days. The policy stated that players with a legitimate prescription for medication would be allowed to take it during the tournament. Number 5. Pro player backbans. On November 17, 2014, SMN of Team Alternate was banned by ESEA's client software for using a previously unknown private cheat. ESEA then provided information to Valve about how they detected the cheat, which made it possible for Valve to issue VAC bans to anyone caught using it in the future. 3 days later, on November 20th, 2014, that same player SMN received a VAC ban, as did Kukli of Team Titan and SF of Team Epsilon. Although all three were professional players at a very high level, Kukli's name is the most recognizable. He was a member of Clan Mystic when they won the Esports World Cup in 2013. He reached the quarterfinals as a member of LDLC at EMS Katowice 2014 and reached the semifinals at ESL 1 Cologne 2014.
I don't trust that. Seriously, Kali Vagban? Are you fucking serious in my eyes? No. Seriously? Seriously?
Both Titan and Epsilon had qualified for DreamHack Winter 2014, but both teams were kicked out of the tournament the day of the VAC bans, and a last call qualifier was scheduled to find replacements for the tournament. All three players were dropped from their teams, with the teams releasing statements. Kukli admitted to cheating, but said he only used cheats on a secondary account and only in matchmaking on public servers. But many people doubt him and believe he cheated in major tournaments too. Kukli was certainly a very strong player, but even if he never cheated in a professional competition, the VAC bans not only threw doubt on all of his previous successes, but also made people wonder who else might be cheating. The cheat that Kukli and the other two used is often referred to as a workshop cheat, but this is not true. SMN talked about the cheat on stream and even showed how to run the program, which is called Baking Bread CSGO by SupX0, and it is clearly an exe file, not a workshop cheat. The rumor that the cheat was a workshop cheat was spread by people who misinterpreted a Facebook comment by SMN. SMN only said that workshop cheats exist. He never said that the cheat he used was a workshop cheat. Although these three VAC bans were related, two other professional players had been VAC banned previously in unrelated events. On June 30th, 2014, Silly from Planet Key Dynamics was VAC banned and dropped from his team. And on October 9th, 2014, Emilio of Team Property was VAC banned live during a match against Hellraisers in the Fragbite Masters tournament.
Did Emilio just get VAC banned? What?
Following Emilio's VAC ban, Team Property was suspended from the tournament, and of course, Emilio was released from Team Property's roster. Number 4. ESEA Bitcoin mining. On May 1st, 2013, a user posted on the ESEA forum that he had found a Bitcoin miner in the ESEA client software that was earning money for someone at ESEA at the expense of users' GPUs and power bills. Later that day, ESEA co-founder LP Kane said it was an accident and possibly an April Fool's joke. The next day, ESEA released a statement saying that an unauthorized employee had added the Bitcoin miner for his own personal gain, and that ESEA would be donating money to charity and also increasing the Season 14 League prize pot. It's worth noting that this post from 6 months earlier showed LP Kane joking about using ESEA clients to mine Bitcoins for profit. People that this post from 6 months earlier showed LP Kane joking about using ESEA clients to mine Bitcoins for profit. People began to complain about damaged video cards, and ESEA set up a claims process.
I recorded a video and purposely had my video card overheat. I just disabled the fan but made it look like it was still on, and recorded a whole video of everything and sent it to ESEA, and they're pretty much good.
Although there may have been some actual damage, some people also submitted false claims.
So I'm hoping they reimburse me for my video card that's fried, even though it's not fried.
By July 2013, a class action complaint for damages had been filed in the California Superior Court by 3 people who were presumably people who played on ESEA. On November 19, 2013, the Attorney General of New Jersey announced that ESEA had entered into a settlement and was required to pay $325,000 to the state of New Jersey, and that any violation of the settlement terms within the next 10 years would require payment of an additional $675,000, and agreed to a privacy and security audit every 2 years until 2023. Number 3. Flusha Witch Hunt. The VAC bans of Kukli, SMN, and SF on November 20th, 2014 made a huge impact on the CSGO community, with many people wondering which other pro players might be cheating too. 3 days later, on November 23rd, 2014, a video was uploaded accusing Flusha of Team Fnatic of cheating, even though in the video, if you look closely, you can see Flusha's hand flick to the left at the same time that his aim goes to the left. Flusha quickly became the target of a witch hunt, with many people discussing the possibility that he might be cheating. People continue to upload various videos and GIFs of Flusha's plays, accusing him of using an aim key or other cheats. Sharks of Team Titan expressed his opinions about Flusha and the scandal.
Qu'est-ce que t'en penses toi? Je veux bien avoir ton avis, tiens. Parce que tu me disais, ouais, Flusha, j'aime bien ce genre de joueur parce que c'est un gars qui joue avec sa tête.
Ouais, bah je l'aime plus maintenant.
Oh non.
C'est un gros PD. Regarde, le pouvoir de la série, c'est juste, ce n'est pas naturel, ce n'est pas humain. Parce que, imagine, prends ta souris.
About a week after the first video, Flusha posted a message on Facebook addressing the witch hunt and saying that the reason why some of his plays seem unusual is because he has a different playstyle and that he lifts his mouse a lot more than the average pro player. Some people complained that he didn't address the question directly, and then he stated that he has never cheated and never will. There were serious videos but also parody videos too.
Is it fair to say that you have a little bit of bad blood with Fnatic?
And the issue of whether or not Flusha and other members of Fnatic might be cheating continued to be discussed among pro teams.
I know that a couple of my teammates are convinced that they think they cheat.
Right.
Whether they cheated or not this tournament, probably not. Valve said that there's no way they could have, and I don't think they cheated against us. Definitely not in the match we just played.
Was that before the VAC bans happened, or did you thought it was after? All right, so the VAC bans are around us, and hey, these Fnatic guys are.
There's all those videos and YouTubes and GIFs and all this stuff that, I mean, a couple of my teammates are very convinced, and I'm not really sure, but I mean, you never know.
Richard Lewis, an esports journalist, said every pro he had spoken to believes flusha to be cheating. Pro teams were of course curious and wanted to see the videos for themselves and discuss the accusations.
Честно, Флюша просто без читов играйте, сдает жестко в основном там игр. Да не.
And Zeus of Team Navi released his own parody video accusing flusha of cheating. But don't take it too seriously because he seems to be just joking in the video.
Что у него там за читерские настройки? Там в мышке прямо написано, что там, читы, сука. Ах ты читер, сука, ах ты читак сел тут, да? Я тебе отдам сейчас по твоему...
Zeus also said he thought it was unlikely that flusha would risk everything by cheating.
Читера, души? Или не читера? Читер или не читер? Читер или не читер? Good luck. Good luck. Cheater kill you. Cheater kill you.
Within a couple of months, flusha had taken the energy of the accusations and turned it into his fuel, making him an even stronger and more confident player.
Another easy round coming for NIP. It's going to be 12-6, only 4 to go.
That is hilarious.
No comment.
So was or is flusha cheating? I don't think so. What do you think?
Am I right?
Number 2. iBuyPower match fixing. On August 21st, 2014, Netcode Guides defeated iBuyPower 16-4 in CEVO Season 5. This was considered a huge upset, with iBuyPower being the clear favorite.
And I'm just so confused what we're seeing here from iBuyPower.
Rust is what it looks like to me. I mean, how often do you see Swag sneak up behind 3 people and only not even get a kill? Never. So, and not even Rust, maybe it's just jet lag. I don't know, but yeah, they are not performing how they should be, obviously.
The next day, on August 22nd, 2014, a friend of Shazam sent screenshots to the Daily Dot of a Steam chat that he had had with Shazam the day before the match, where Shazam told him that iBuyPower was going to throw the match. Shazam stayed quiet at first, but a few months later he told the Daily Dot that he had previously bet on iBuyPower to win, but changed his bet after Netcode Guides co-owner Casey Foster told him about the throw.
What is he doing? Why did he hesitate so much? Doesn't matter, has the CZ, gets one, gets taken down. Hayes was so very low. They lined up perfectly for him, but for some reason, oh, he says he wanted the knife.
Zeliod, I was behind 2 players. We had the round 100% won. And I wanted to ensure that I killed them both.
The members of iBuyPower at the time of the match were Skadoodle, Steel, Dazed, AZK, and Swag. Dazed, a player on iBuyPower's team, was the other co-owner of Netcode Guides along with Casey Foster, so there was a potential conflict of interest between the teams. The win by Netcode Guides meant that they only needed to win one more match in the tournament to qualify for the finals, while the loss by iBuyPower didn't mean much.
Like we've said over and over this match, it just does not look like iBuyPower right now. I mean, the way they're playing, they look sluggish, they look unorganized, they look sloppy.
CEVO's general manager told the Daily Dot that CEVO prohibits players from betting on matches that involve their own team, and that it would be reviewing cases that involved conflicts of interest in the future, while a spokesperson for iBuyPower denied match fixing and attributed the loss to jet lag and lack of practice on DE season.
As you said, maybe jet lag, I don't know, coming back from the loss, it might be tough.
Although many people believed that the match was thrown, there wasn't any hard evidence at the time.
Did we ever throw a match?
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of conspiracy behind it because people were saying that you guys already have a guaranteed spot in LAN. You are a co-owner of netcodeguides.com, and then on top of that, Netcode only needed one more win to make it to playoffs. So it kind of seems like a win-win situation that someone would come to you and be like, yo, like, dude, just shoot us this win, and we'll meet you in LAN, dude. Like, that's a win-win. You know, you get promotion for your website, and you're still going anyway. You know what I'm saying?
By November 5th, 2014, Dazed and Steel had been cut from iBuyPower. And on December 8th, 2014, Steel talked about retiring from CSGO altogether.
I will retire. I will retire from professional CS.
On December 10th, 2014, Dazed rejoined iBuyPower. And on January 4th, 2015, the remaining players on the team left the iBuyPower organization to start their own team. The next day, on January 5th, 2015, D-Born's ex-girlfriend, known as Black Lotus, posted incriminating text messages on ESCA forums showing D-Born telling her about the match fixing and indicating that large bets were placed by himself and by someone called Cud. So who were D-Born and Cud? Neither of them were members of iBuyPower or Netcode guides, but this is how they got involved in this. Dazed, captain of the iBuyPower team and co-owner of Netcode Guides, was friends with D-Born, another pro player, and knowing that D-Born was a big bettor, told him about the throw and asked him to place a large bet on the game for them so that it wouldn't be traceable back to them. D-Born then contacted his friend Cud, a professional skin bettor who was known to have been involved in previous match fixing incidents, who had many accounts and could therefore place very large bets, and Cud then placed many max bets on the Throne game, with a portion of the profits being transferred back to D-Born and the players of iBuyPower. Although people had suspected for some time that the match was Throne, until these text messages it was not known who placed the bets, and none of the iBuyPower players placed the bets themselves, so there was no way to get more information or link the profits back to them. After the texts were posted by D-Born's ex-girlfriend on the ESCA forums, CSGO Lounge admins checked Cud's betting history and found that many large bets against iBuyPower on multiple accounts were linked to Cud. Without these texts, none of this would have been possible. If you're wondering why she posted these texts, you can see this later post by her. The CSGO Lounge employee then contacted Cud and asked him about his betting history, and sent the screenshots to the Daily Dot along with the information about the bets and linked accounts. Thanks to D-Born's ex-girlfriend, this additional information allowed Valve to inspect skin trading history and Steam inventories, which according to D-Born, Valve would have seen around $7,000 worth of skins going into and out of his account around the time of the game. Meanwhile, Steel was trying to sell his skins. And ex-iBuyPower was getting worried.
What do you think about iBuyPower fixing their matches 5 months ago? Provide me evidence, I'll believe it.
About 3 weeks after the texts were released and following the investigation by Valve, on January 26, 2015, the 7 people thought to have been involved in the throw were indefinitely banned from all Valve-sponsored events, to be reviewed after 1 year.
Cud, D-Born, Casey Foster, Dazed, Swag, AZK, Steel, R.I.P. Ladies and gentlemen, R.I.P.
Skadoodle wasn't banned because he didn't receive any skins from the Throne match. And ESCA banned the same 7 indefinitely. Swag would later tell the Daily Dot that 30 minutes before the game, Daze texted the rest of the team and suggested the idea of throwing for skins.